Are you serious? Are you serious? Russia has responded to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu about the S-300 missile defense system that Russia is sending to Iran. Russia says this is no threat, quote, no threat to Israel, according to Vladimir Putin, who has just briefed Benjamin Netanyahu on this in a very extensive letter. Are you serious? Well, following Russia's decision to lift a ban on supplying this S-300 missile systems to Iran, the Israeli Prime Minister has called President Putin to express his grave concerns and received a detailed explanation of a defensive weapons and the logic behind Moscow's move. According to the statement released by the Kremlin, Vladimir Putin, president of Russia, gave a detailed explanation of the logic behind Russia's decision, emphasizing the fact that the tactical and technical specifications of the S-300 system make it a purely defensive weapon. Therefore, it would not pose any threat to the security of Israel or other countries in the Middle East. The assurance do not appear to have had the desired effect, though. In a statement released by his office, the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu expressed grave concerns regarding this decision and told Russia's President Putin that this step, quote, will only encourage Iran aggression in the region and further undermine the stability of the Middle East. Russia signed, of course, an $800 million deal back in 2007 to ship 5 S-300 divisions, which are composed of radars, multiple interception missile launchers, only to postpone the deal for 3 years during the presidency of Dmitry Medvedev. Now, it was done as a sign of solidarity with the Western partners who were, of course, imposing very tough sanctions against the Islamic Republic of Iran. The missile systems themselves were never on the international sanctions list. The reversal comes in major progress in the negotiation framework between Iran and the 6 leading world powers over the regulation of the Islamic Republic nuclear program, which produced a final deal this year, or supposed to this summer. They were already, folks, the deal's done. United States, United Kingdom, France, Russia, China, Germany, Iran. The deal's done. I mean, everybody's got their own idea what it is, but it's done. Russia's already started the process. Go ahead and send Iran the S-300 missile defense system. Folks, listen to what I'm going to tell you. This is a defense missile system to shoot down incoming planes that may be a threat to the nuclear facilities of Iran. But it can also be used as a weapon if you wanted to. You can turn it into an offensive weapon, which means now Iran will have even a better and a more equipped intercontinental ballistic missile capabilities. And of course, you know they're working on the nukes. And that's what Benjamin Netanyahu's been saying there in Israel for some time. But in a real weird change of events in Washington, the congressional leaders from the Republican Party have put together a bipartisan concept of how they can be a part of approving the Iranian deal. And they're going to do this. So in other words, they've struck a deal in Washington between the president and the Congress, and everybody's going to usher in this thing except Israel. And there's betrayal going on here, folks. As a matter of fact, that's one of the 15 points, the prophetic look of this year. And I think that it has truly now been done. I'm looking at it right here. Of course, I wrote it on a piece of paper here, and you can read them. If you're at my website, just look right below. If you go to the live broadcast like today, just look right directly below. You'll see all 15 points, a prophetic look of 2015. And one of them was this: Israel will defend its border. And I think the reason that Israel has to defend its borders because it is being betrayed. And it does not look good. We'll continue to keep you up to speed with these current events. I'm very thankful to Kenny and Penny, to Stephen of Oklahoma. I also want to thank Roy Cooper for this report, Nick from New York, Katie, Melissa, just several of you, Mike Dell, My Peace is Jesus, just a lot of Troy of North Carolina, Stephen of Oklahoma, Stormy and Bruce and Caesar and Clayton, and just a lot of folks doing a lot of good research for us. We appreciate it. That's how we're able to help us get quickly to the information as it relates to some of this stuff is very, very, very important. And so we thank you for your research, and God bless all of you in Jesus' name. Don't miss today's live broadcast, as former Chevron executive is going to tell us why we have this huge methane plume over the southwestern part of the country, and what is it affects on people and the environment, and how is big oil has the ability to manipulate oil prices around the world. We're going to get all that information today. Exclusive interview. Don't miss it with John Bro.